Here we go. Take two. Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Robyn Cavallaro. I'm a realtor here in the Villages, Florida, and today we are all going to discover, buyers and sellers, what is a buyer profile. So sellers, you want to stay tuned because I'm going to talk about the 3 different types of buyers I've categorized here, or it actually could be anywhere. You need to understand who your buyer is based on the condition of your home. And sellers, this will be informative to find out what your buyer profile is. So stay to the end. We have a lot of great information, but before we start, I want you to take a look and make sure you've registered on my website to search pre-owned homes in the MLS. So go take a look at this in a minute and we'll be right back. So don't miss out on the next home for you to purchase. Visit robyncavallaro.com to begin your home search. You can save searches based on area, size, price, and that is also where I can see your searches and what you saved, and you will receive emails from me with new listings and new information about homes here in the Villages. robyncavallaro.com. Make sure you accept cookies when you go to register. All right, let's get back to the video. All right, so now you know where to go to search for your home here in the Villages, Florida. Buyer profile. So I've broken down buyers into 3 different types. Very distinct, different types of buyers, but I think it'll help everyone understand where they need to be as far as selling your home pricing-wise, and also as a buyer, what to expect. Now I'm going to do a little bit of a series here, also doing another video today, tips and tricks that you need to know to get your home ready to sell, what you should spend money on and what you shouldn't spend money on. So stay tuned for that as well. All right, so 3 different types of buyers. Number 1, which we are going to have the most of, and this is the buyer that's just ready to move in. I'm going to get into details about all the different buyer types. We're just going to review them here. Number 1 is the person, couple, whatever, ready to move in. Number 2, we're going to have your handyman type of person, handy woman. And number 3, we're going to have the investor. So those are the 3 types we have, and let's go in depth. I'm going to start off with the investor. So this is a person or company that looks for homes that are priced under market value or are going to make an offer under what you're asking based on the condition of the home. This type of buyer, most of them know their job, but some of them maybe don't. This type of buyer is looking for a property that they can renovate and sell, but also some will want to renovate and hold in their portfolio to rent. So within the investor, we have 2 types of buyers. So let's talk about this investor who wants to renovate the home and sell it. Now, their profile, they're going to do all the heavy lifting. They're looking for a home that is a disaster. Could be in foreclosure. It could be maybe a probate listing that has been vacant. It's a home that's been vacant for a while that needs, look at this, it's going to need a new kitchen. It's going to need new bathrooms. It's going to need a roof. It might need a hot water heater and HVAC. Paint, flooring, landscaping, new appliances. So this person is going to spend a lot of money on this home, getting it ready to put it back on the market so it can turn into something that someone's ready to purchase. They are going to be your lowball offer because they need to make money. And a lot of, like, I work with an investor here. I want to show you a couple of the homes that I've listed for him that he's taken and were a complete freaking disaster. There was one on Miranda, and these are, a lot of these you're going to find in north of 466. You're not going to find these disasters south of 44 yet. I'm sure it's coming. But there's this home on Miranda that he actually flipped, and it was beautiful flip, Moreno, which is right around the corner from Miranda in that Spanish Springs area. We just went under contract with those in the past couple of months. Well, Miranda was a while ago. I think he bought that in January. But the most recent one that I sold, and I sold it like in a hot minute, on Guerra. And that one, I didn't even have a chance to do a video. So that one went really quickly because he does an amazing job. The updates are well done, tastefully done, but not cheaply done. Sometimes you'll go into a home where investors just, you know, slap some paint on things and calls it a day. This person actually does his company does a really great job with his renovations. But that person, again, that profile, they're going to look to purchase that home for a really good price, regardless of what it is in the MLS. Now, I can tell you, just from working with this company, that if the home comes on the market and it's too high for all of the renovations that it needs, he'll just pass. He'll just wait or look for something else. You have to understand the condition of your home so it's priced appropriately. But that's what this person is going to do. They're going to come in and do the heavy lifting. They're going to renovate it, and they're going to sell it. So they're going to pay the least amount of money. Then you have your investor who flips homes, but he doesn't flip to sell. He or she doesn't flip to sell. They flip to hold. And what I mean by that is they come in, they buy the home, they renovate it, and then they put it in their rental portfolio. Now, they may sell some and rent some, but that person can probably pay, I say can, a little bit more money because they don't need to make money on the initial flip. They're going to make money and depreciation and tax advantages of renting a property, so they can pay a little bit more. So those are your two types of investors that are going to look for really low prices. Then we have number two. That was number three. Number two, we have the handyman. So, or handy person. So, and I made sure I made a lot of notes here so I'm not running my mouth and I forget what to say. So the handyman is the person that's maybe renovated homes of their own in the past. They have taken and done this throughout their life, or that was their business, and they're looking for a home that they may have to make minor repairs to. And what do I mean by minor? Well, of course, minor is going to mean something different to every person, but in general, from the buyers and sellers that I have worked with, that person, that handyman person, is willing to come in and maybe have some flooring put in, or put it in himself or herself. Paint. They might do, instead of replacing a whole kitchen, they may just take and have the cabinets painted and have new doors put on. They may replace shower doors. But this type of person does not want to come in and have to rip out a kitchen, rip out bathrooms, move plumbing, new electrical, new roof, new HVAC, none of that. They do not want to have to do any of that. They're willing to do minor things. So they will pay a little bit more than the investor. But we do have these people. We have quite a few of them. So just think about and here are some examples of work that's been done to homes, necessarily by a flipper, but by people who this is the type of home they're looking for, and they're willing to do this type of work. I'll show you a couple of examples here. And then last, and the buyer that we have the most of are the move-in ready people. And you know who you are. You've called me or your realtor and have told them, you know, I want to buy a house and I just want to move into it. I don't want to have to do anything. I don't mind if I have to paint, but I really don't want to get into flooring and countertops and all those things. I've done that so many times in my lifetime, and I'm just tired. I don't want to do it again. So that person is looking for this type of home. And when it comes to the move-in ready home person, there are 3 types within that move-in ready. So what I have found is we have our permanent residents. Those are living here full time. The snowbird will look for a move-in ready home because they're not here all that often and they really don't want to spend any money. They're more than willing to find a clean home. Can be turnkey, doesn't have to be. They're willing to buy their own furniture, but some want turnkey properties. And then we have the move-in ready investor. So that's the person who wants to buy the home. That's turnkey because they want to put it out in the market and get it out for rental ASAP without any work for this type of home. They're looking for a home that they can just walk into. I say they want to put their underwear in their drawer and they want to hit the town square. So what does that also mean? Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a turnkey home, but it means that it has to be ready for them. And I would say number one of this type of buyer, which if you're putting their home on the market, the first thing you should do is get the house professionally cleaned. And it will show a lot better. And we're going to get into details in my next video of what you need to do to get your home ready for sale. So look for that. If you have any questions about what you should do to your home to get it ready, you can call me, text me, email me, or put some notes in the comments below, and I will actually give you my opinion on what you need to do to get your home ready. Fixes that might not be too expensive. I won't offer pricing unless you're in this market, because if you're like, say, around Colorado, I don't necessarily know the price of home market out there. So I wouldn't want to venture to say how much money you could get out of it, but things that make your home attractive and what you should do to get it ready to sell. So let's get back again lastly, and then we're going to close here because this video doesn't have to be too long. But that move-in ready person is the person, I would say that's 85% of the buyers we have here in the villages. So let's get back again lastly, and then we're going to close here because this video doesn't have to be too long. But that move-in ready person is the person, I would say that's 85% of the buyers we have here in the villages. So think about that, buyers, so you're ready with selecting a home, because you know, a lot of times when buyers are going through the MLFs, they're looking at homes and I can see that it needs more work than they think it needs. So trust your realtor to be able to help you to reduce or to be a little bit more selective and narrow down your search from home. And also sellers, look at homes that are out there and how they are priced. Now, in the MLS, you can tell how long they've been on the market. In the VLS, you really can't tell that. But just because a home is listed for a price and it kind of looks like yours, doesn't mean they're going to get that price. So you really have to find out the home that's like yours, what it's sold for. And you can see that on Zillow. I know you can see that on my website. You always can call me. We can do some comp searches to see what homes have sold. I know, like when I go into a home, so this is my process. When someone calls me about listing a home, I usually do not bring comps with me. And here's why. I have no idea what that home looks like on the interior. And just because you have a 3-2 block and stucco home doesn't necessarily mean that your home looks like your neighbor's home. That's for sale for, I don't know, $700,000. And you want to get $700,000 out of your home, but your home is really a $500,000 house. So I do not go in with comps until I see the interior of the home. I inspect it for myself. But having been in so many homes and done so many transactions, I have a really good idea when I walk into a property what to expect. I will say, though, not every seller is happy with what I tell them, but you will get an honest opinion from me. I am not going to mislead you, and I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear just to get the listing. I'd rather walk out of there and you can list it with somebody else if it's unrealistic. Or we set up that expectation. Hey, I'll list it for this, but this is what you can expect. Just so everybody's all on the same page with when it comes to selling your home. So again, to identify who your buyer is, make sure you understand your home and make sure you understand the homes that are on the market that are your competition, that are active, and that have recently sold. This video is all about, or was all about, buyer profiles, who the buyer is. So once you can identify the types of buyers here, sellers, you can see what your home looks like and see what kind of category that fits into. Stay tuned for an upcoming episode all about what you need to do to get your home ready. Again, I'm Robyn Cavallaro. If you have any questions, let me know how I can help. I want to be a resource here to buy a home in the Villages, Florida. And that is it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, stay tuned. I think you might like this next episode. Until next time, I'll see ya.